Two things, Willie and Ford. I've been observing at the former Richards Nursery property, I guess they're still operating there, the site for the new high school, that there have been mountains of what appears to be topsoil created, and then that material is being removed from the site. So yesterday I went to the police department to ask what they knew about it and to tell them what I and others had observed. And apparently subsequent to that, Willie, one of the members of the police department spoke with you about it. And my understanding from that officer is that you said that according to the contract with the Richards, they have the right to take the topsoil off of the property. And I'd like to know if you could please explain, because I looked at the contract and I don't see anything that allows them to do that.
I'll let you feel, Vin, what you said about that. But I know, because I spoke to Kirk yesterday, I think you guys thought that the hammocks was taking that material from there and bringing it to the hammocks, which we are not. We purchased it from DPW, the material that you thought Mike Hess was bringing in. That all comes from DPW. We bought it. You can see it's advertised on DPW's website. Anybody can go out and buy it. We made a deal, went up there, purchased the whole pile that's up there. That is separate, totally separate from, I think you guys thought that it was coming from the Morgan School site down to the hammocks, but it was not. You can see Mike, and you can see the video up at DPW, Mike Hesser going in and out. He did 14 loads yesterday, he probably did. We've trucked 4 days out of there. So that had nothing to do with it. The stuff coming out of the new Morgan School site is totally, if you read the side of the truck, that's New Era, which is Clinton Nurseries, and that's going to Westbrook. I'll let Willie handle the part about the contract and whatever, but it is on there. We've been asking them to get that out of there since basically day one, because they were supposed to take that material out of there.
John, just to address what I didn't see it go to the hammocks.
No, I know, but Kirk was down there videotaping Mike Hesser, and I just wanted to tell him that, it is not coming from there. I mean, it just did happen to be done at the same time. But what you brought to the hammocks is totally legitimate, and Mike has all the records in trouble. So he has not gone to the Morgan site. None of the Hessers have gone to the Morgan site to remove any material. So just a matter of.
Okay. All right, that's good. Okay. The Clinton Nurseries, it's not the contract, then it's actually the lease agreement. They have to vacate the front part of the site by the end of this year, December 2013, and the back part by June of 2014, which includes any of their materials, which are the hoop houses, whatever's under the hoop houses, that pile of soil that's out in the back that has been there for years. That's a byproduct of their operation, and they have to take that out of there. So that's not our property. All we bought was the land, not any of the stuff that was sitting on the land.
Comments, Willie? Because I took a look at the lease, and the lease only allows them to remove plantings, hoops, not the soil that is there.
That soil has been sitting, that's part of their operation.
I think
We wanted that out of
that's
there. We want it out of there. We don't want that
You're
soil.
talking about piles
sorry.
of soil, is that, am I correct?
Oh,
Well, you're talking about a pile, and you're talking about,
No, it's
It's
a pile
all
of
piles.
It's all soil that came from this.
but you're talking about a pile as well?
It's
It's the same pile.
It's the same pile.
It's
Okay,
over on the
all
left.
right, I'm
If
just
you're looking
looking
at the
for
property, it's on the
definition.
left corner, and we've been asking them to get it out.
We don't want it.
talking at a Morgan building committee.
Right.
We've been asking them to get it out of there as soon as they can.
And why is it that we don't want the soil? I'm just asking
Well,
because of.
first of all, that is where some of the, the contaminations of the fertilizers and stuff, it probably concentrated heaviest in that. So, and that was like from day one, we want that out of there. David, can you get that out of there? Now, he's actually been dragging his feet, and just because they had all that stuff on there, now that it's wide open, they can get their, dump trailers in there.
And it's Clinton Nursery that's taking this
Yeah.
nursery?
And they're
New
taking it
Era,
over to
that's the same.
Westbrook?
Westbrook, to their facility in Westbrook.
And
They
they
can
brought it to
reprocess that, they can use it for potting soil, whatever. We can't use it, we have no use for it. Because of the potential of
So they're
fertilizers and
They're placing Westbrook off, what is that road?
the pond over.
Yeah, West Palmetto or whatever it is, East Palmetto, that's where their truck is.
They're doing building there too, increasing the size
Yeah.
of Westbrook.
So So the soil that was purchased by the hammocks is what? That's a
That's from
different
DPW.
soil?
That's excess,
Totally
yeah,
different.
that's
That's
excess fill
DPW.
material we had down on DPW from all the jobs they've done over the years.
That's just fill.
Yeah.
And it was advertised. I actually bought
So
some
there's no topsoil
personally
leaving?
first.
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
all right.
No, they own it, they're keeping it, they're taking it, you don't want
We
it.
don't want it.
That could be a potential headache for that site, we don't wanna deal with it, we don't know what's in the pile, we don't want it, you guys, it's yours, you take care of it. So that's what that's going for. And then all the plants you've seen, they moved the plants 90%
Those
of it.
plants, they have a right. to-
Yeah,
yes.
and then the roof houses, frames, all that stuff is going away. And they're gonna take all the irrigation piping out with that, so.
Is any material gonna have to be brought into the site, John?
It will, but clean material. And we actually we're gonna have an excess of, I believe, right now, of the cut and fills of the soil that's there. So I don't know if the town can sell it at that point, or the construction manager has the right to it at that point, or we're gonna truck it over to the backside, we're gonna do the fields. So actually, we gotta take more material out of
Yeah,
there.
we have 15,000 yards of material has to go to the backside of the property where fields are going. That's gonna be coming out of the mass excavation, and then the other grading on the site. I think they're talking about an excess of about 7,000 yards that's gonna have to be removed from the site.
I'd like to request that any additional soil, particularly topsoil, but there may be gravel as well, that if there's any excess, it does belong to the town, and the town should be the only one to have any ownership rights to it, not.
I do think anything besides that pile that, I don't know how many, I mean, you can probably look back on Kirk's video of the school committee meetings, but we've discussed it many times, that they gotta get that pile of topsoil out of there.
No, I'm talking.
Yeah, but from now on,
once the
I
construction
believe
starts.
it's the town's.
Yeah,
material.
almost, yeah.
But I'm not positive if, say, the CM buys out that portion of the the site work, that might be in the price that they get, it might be a lower price for digging or whatever, an excavation, if they can take that material, if they get the, I'm
In other words, there'll be
not
a
saying that's gonna
consideration.
happen, but it could.
There'll be a consideration in the bid by the
Correct.
potential construction managers to take
Right.
into consideration the value of the material that they would then take out.
Correct, and the other thing could be that we would spend more money for them to keep moving that excess around, instead of just, as you're digging, take it out of here, it might be way out better for the town. So, but pay attention in the next, when the construction starts. No one's gonna give it away, to put it that way, it's
Thank
good
you for
wow.
the explanation, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's either gonna be, it's considered a waste job, so it's either gonna be figured into the bid documents
Right,
that they're gonna be responsible for removal of material, and the material has a value, or then we're gonna end up with it.
or it's gonna be end up like DPW,
Piles
right
up-
now, we
piles
have
up
this
transfer
excess material
station.
from like Salts Point and just different road jobs, that's why that material is up at DPW, and they wanna get rid of it, because really, it's just sitting up there.
We're
So
not
they,
supposed to have it.
they put it up to sell, to get rid of it, we just don't have a spot to store it. So, in 7,000 yards, we definitely don't have a spot to store it, on that site east of Warren. So,
Okay. Okay, that's it, motion to adjourn? So moved. It's 8:40, second. All in favor? Opposed? No, abstentions?
I know, I thought we had